In other news, Tourism and Wildlife Cabinet Secretary CS Balala has thrown his weight behind calls to reopen Kenya's economy, saying this will be the country's tourism sector from total collapse. Balala said that the tourism sector will lose nearly 80% of its revenue by December if the economy remains locked. He further says that so far the sector has recorded a 50% loss. Balala said this during the launch of Magical Kenya Travel Health and Safety Protocols, which provides health and safety guidelines for the tourism sector to adopt to the new normal brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. The tourism CS has equally challenged the sector players to relook into pricing in order to appeal to tourists, especially local tourists. And the sector opens, revealing that Kenya will not have international tourists for the first 6 months after reopening.
We are saying that Kenya is safe, and we have safe travels in Kenya. We welcome anybody to come and visit Kenya. But the first people to be travelers and to be the tourists should be the Kenyans themselves. And I know the tourism industry will make the pricing to be right.
That the new normal means more responsibility, more individual responsibility. Why should police officers, sleep on the roads to help you understand that you should walk away from danger? When in actual fact, you know that driving out to a particular place means endangering, first of all, your own life, then the life of your family members, and the lives of other people in the community. Why do we need police officers to sleep on those roadblocks 24 hours to be sure that you do not make that kind of mistake when our leaders, especially in the health sector, our colleague here, CS Kawe, and his team are telling us what we should do, and they're telling it to us in plain, specific language. Social distance, avoid social gatherings, and so on and so forth. When a group of people travel, and all these are adults, and sometimes let's think about this, and they are adults, get into a van, 11 or 12 of them, put up a coffin, a fake coffin on top of the van, and travel 380 kilometers away from Nairobi, purporting to go to a funeral, or whatever the case there may be, and lying through the roadblocks and doing all manner of things through the roadblocks as they endanger their own lives, the lives of their family members, and many other people. Why should police officers be on the road to help you not to do this?
Kenya's economic growth slowed to 4.9% in the first quarter of this year from 5.5% a year earlier, hit by the uncertainty created by a coronavirus pandemic, the Statistics Office said on Tuesday. According to the Kenya International Bureau of Statistics, Kenya's economy was affected by the resultant uncertainty that was already slowing economic activity in some of the country's major trading partners. The first quarter growth was supported by expansion in the farming, transport, financial services, construction and trade sectors, this according to the Statistics Bureau. It has, however, curbed by a steep decline in the tourism sector after the first case of the virus was confirmed in Kenya in mid-March and lockdown measures were instituted to slow its spread, the Bureau said. The Finance Ministry expects growth to slow to 2.5% this year from 5.4% last year due to the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, which has so far seen more than 6,000 people infected in the country. The International Monetary Fund is more pessimistic, focusing a contraction this year. Dr. Patrick Njoroge, the governor of the Central Bank of Kenya, said on Friday that the bank would review its 2020 growth forecast in 2 weeks, citing better than expected data in farm exports and remittances sent home by Kenyans living abroad.